gonna come on YouTube. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. That's on YouTube. I'm doing that. And I ain't gonna lie, this is a message that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. It says, Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 through 6. But the prophets over here that the Lord God tells the world, well, here's the one I'm going to use as a sinking down and sitting there God for. Malachi chapter 3:1. Though I will send my messenger, he shall prepare the way before me, and the Lord will seek your son to come to his holy temple. Even the messenger of the covenant whom he delighted in, who shall come. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5. See, behold, I shall send a lot. Take before the great and perfect alone. You should turn the horse and children back forward, the horse back, children. These are coming right there. All part. The power of chapter 4 went over there. You got to go to wherever. You don't go to wherever. You're not going to know who you are, what you are, what type of power you have, or anything. You're not going to know anything up there. So you got to go to wherever. All I can do is just tell it to you. Don't worry about the people do to you. We already know these things was going to happen. Yeah. Okay. No, we already know that these things going to happen. So don't threat over. The reason why you don't threat over because of who y'all are. First seek you the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, and all the other things will be added on unto you. Now all the other things that are being added unto you, they can't stop it, but they can get, Satan can't stop none what God has given, but you can stop yourself. Yeah. And that's the worst thing of it. You just like a dollar. Well, the demon, the devil, the demonic spirit are knowing something that she's doing. And the spirit's attacking her. And she just, no. Because I told her, because when I tell her something, I did more than her or doing it. Yeah, because I had to do the same thing because you're trying to serve the Most High God, but you're still keeping all that you have learned. Because that's I was taught that too. Well, if it's good, no matter where it comes from, you accept that. And if it's bad, get rid of it. But that's a lie. Lord God didn't tell you to do that. Lord God said get rid of everything that they had in our teaching. And so I had to get rid of all that. And so when I got rid of all that, then I was able to learn. You're trying to hold on. You can't serve God, already told you. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve God and mammon also. And he told you how it was going to be in the last days. That's in Revelation. Yeah, Revelation, the church of Laodicea. And so that's the way it is. And you still want to man, the filth that I hear for a time in the morning. If you turn on one of them channels, you're going to hear filth. And I mean filth. And then you're going to say, man, I can't believe I was into this stuff. Listen to them lies and everything, the pals of preacher teaching. And you can't believe that once you was into that kind of foolishness. Man, go ahead. And then you hear somebody like me, I tell them, say, man, you messing up. No, they like they want to, that woman use certain type of name. So they say, the devil is a liar. When you hear somebody say the devil is a liar, look at that person might have false hair in their head, makeup on, fake nail polish, toe nail polish, and everything else. They're going to tell you how such a good Christian they are. But when they get ready to go to church, they're decked to the teeth. They have everything on according to their father and says. They make sure they buy something with their back out or hip out or something so you can see, or they dress certain height so you can see their tattoos. And I saw Esau woman, an elderly Esau woman up in the age. And had a fresh tattoo on her leg. But you can tell. I said, there go another one, listen to Joyce the Liar. Yeah. She got all them old women running around there. I've been wanting to get a tattoo. And if she got it, it must be okay. No, it's not okay. When Moses heard these words from the mouth of the Messiah, he rejoiced greatly, lifting up his face to God and said, O Lord of the world, when will this temple be built in heaven and come down upon earth below? And God replied, and be known to the time of the event to no creatures, early, either to the early ones or the latter. How then I tell thee, Moses said, give me a sign so that out of the happenings in the world I may gather when that time will approach. And God said, I shall first scatter Israel as with a shovel over all the earth, so that they may be scattered among all nations in four corners of the earth. And then I set my hand again the second time, gather them that migrated with Jonah, the son of Amittai, to the land of Patras. And those that dwell in the land of Shinar, Hamath, Elam, and islands of the sea. So that's us. No, we went over some of this yesterday. That is us. The thing about is what Esau. Yeah, because Esau. Because remember, you had Father Obadiah was Esau, Father Joel was Esau, right? And and you can't go by, because a lot of them is going along with others, and they know it's wrong, and they'll stand up there and they won't put their hand to doing nothing wrong, but you still standing up there watching the wrong and the evil take place. Well, the Lord God said, be not accomplice with them. Because that's the same thing going on with Israel. Knowing that it's wrong, but staying up there watching. Just saying, no, I can do this, tell it to you. Right. Right. Because what I'm saying is not like it's not written. We just went over that. And that was in what chapter we went over yesterday? Chapter 50, right? Jeremiah chapter 50. That's what one we went over. All right. Now there's another book also. A lot of people don't, they just, the sins of our fathers. The sins of the fathers. You ever heard that? The sins of the fathers. Okay. Well, how did you get in this land? Well, the same thing going on with those who gone along with Esau, going along with the sins of his fathers. That's the same thing. Yeah. When Moses heard this, he departed from heaven with a joyous spirit. The angel of death followed him to earth, but could not possess himself of Moses' soul, for he refused to give it up to him that delivered none but to God. All right. No, because I don't want to mess it up. Wait a minute. The blessings of Moses. Okay. Now I read that. I mean, God must have wanted me to reread it. All right, so no, because we was in the blessings of Moses. Mm-hmm. Really? Because a lot of people don't understand what happened or what's happening. A lot of people don't understand who they are. Okay, I'm going to just tell you. I didn't understand who I was. I didn't know I was. I thought I'm just a Christian. All right. to it when she tells you. No, I'm trying to get to the blessings of Moses. That's where it was at. The blessings of Moses. All right. I know we can stop that. Yeah, you know we got a lot to go over. Lot to go. We went over something that said we ain't gonna know. We got a few minutes left, but because that's the design plan to put it back on YouTube and burn up. They think they burned up. Boy, we're gonna burn up some precious memory. Minutes he ain't gonna be able to give everybody everything. That's a lie. Yeah. No, because I was deaf. I was right there. The blessings of Moses. As these words Israel exclaimed. As these words Israel exclaimed. Let's see what I can get. At these words, this one said, as these words. All right. At these words, Israel exclaimed, the Torah that Moses brought to us at the risk of his own, as his life is our bride, and no other nation may lay claim to it. That's where we stop. Moses was our king when the 70 elders assembled. 70 elders. Well, we can say about the 70 now. Because remember, Israel is scattered to the four corners of the earth. We just went over that. I'll write it there. And Israel is in every nation, kindred, and tongue. So as Israel repents, and we be gathered from every nation and tongue. Because, man, they got people out there that requires to go to light. I mean, they wasn't doing it at first, but now they know. All right. Anyway, so, no, I expect that. If the Lord God said, I'm going to gather you from the four corners of the earth, that I scattered you that, then of course they're going to have, because just like when the Father came to me, and he had told me, no, I don't think it was Father Jacob, his head was bald. And he said 12,000 from each tribe. He had 12,000 from each tribe. The blessing for his children. He had the children was 12 children. Then he said 12,000 for each, all right, for each tribe, for each child, 12,000. So that's 144,000. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just telling you. No, because when you herbs, the bitter herbs, the spices, they do taste like medicine. Yeah, they taste like medicine. The bitter herbs. No, you can put honey and stuff in there. But what good is that going to do? Put the honey in you put honey into and water would be wasting honey. Yeah. Let's go. No, so we expect that. We just finished reading that. He's going to gather Israel from the full corner where he has scattered them. And Israel is in every nation, kindred, and tongue. Okay. He will gather together once more the scattered tribes of Israel. Because remember, no, we just finished reading that. Moses Adam said, since nobody don't know that time, can you give me a sign of when that time is going to be? And so it's going to be a time when he gathered Israel after scattering them, he's going to gather them. And you live in that time right now. Because if he said, what the Lord God said, I'm going to send you Elijah before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. All right, and she'll turn the horse of the children back to the father horse back to the children. Is that not a gathering? Okay. That's continuing on. It's telling, well, are you scattered? Where are you at? And how did you get there? All right. Then Moses said, God first appeared in Egypt to deliver his people. Then at Sinai to give them the Torah. And he will appear a third time to take vengeance at Edom. And will finally appear to destroy Gog. Now, how many times he told y'all about that war between Gog and Magog? How many times have you heard that? Because the Christians like the Christians like to talk about the battle of Armageddon when Gog and Magog will be born, and they like to see that. But there's much more to it than just that. Because they say if they act like that, there's much more. Go study. There's a lot more to it than just that. As we read now, God will appear again the third time to take vengeance at Edom. Because like when I tell you the apocalypse has begun, a lot of people know because man have a way to dumb you down with things and not to recognize the horror or the evil in it, just like slavery. Then they made slavery feel like, and it act like slavery, oh, they had a good time during slavery. Oh, no, they had it all. But that is a lie. That's a lie. Why the saints? Like we learned something from slavery. Yeah, we learned a lot from slavery. We didn't want to be in it. All right. No, we learned that we didn't want to call ourselves to get into it. Just being disobedient to God, but also we learn how to get out of it. That's what we're doing now. And also we're learning that that nation that enslaved you, that nation that even treated God would judge. That's what this is about. That's what God said. And it will appear time. He will appear a third time to take vengeance on Edom. So post Edom. Last person that posted was Jared. Jared is still there. Where don't post Edom? Jared, show him who Edom is. Jared was the last one to post. All right. Now, let me see. Now, I'm going to see this. Because, no. Jared was the last one to post Edom. Yeah. He was the last one to post it. Gog. All right. Because God tell you everything. God is in there. I mean, if you don't know it, that's on you. If you don't know it's in there, but we know that it's in there. If God says it's in there. If God says it's in there, you just have to, all right. All right. No. Well, there it is right there. All of it's there. Okay. You better listen. Okay, what are you waiting on? I'll get back to you later, the dollar. I can't let the whole lesson be about you. Esau said, Jacob, feed me, I pray thee. That some of your fathers will faint, therefore it was the name called Edom. Right. No, they got another one where it said Edom and Esau are the same. What you see it there. Yeah, they got another one there. Genesis, I think it's 25. I don't know. Let me see. Genesis 25. That's what it said. Now, Gog, you see, Gog is some Israelite. Got to be. Because some of our, that's why he said, I'm not going to leave Israel totally unpunished. Because some of our people believes, that same foolishness. Yeah. Some of our people believe the same foolishness. They do. All right. here. This is the one you post, Jared. Look, I'm posting for you. There it is. Oh, forgive me. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. No, Jerry, I did it wrong. Yeah, I did that wrong. No, because you know what I did. All right. Now, these are the generation of Esau who is Edom. Yeah. And I just went right there. All right, I'm going to post. No, Jerry, you can post that what you post. I just want them to know. And also God, because down there say God is no God is some of Israelite people. Because you got a lot of Israelite people believing in that Jewish stuff. Some of them claim to be Jewish. Because they're ignorant, they don't know no better. And then they want God to bless an evil wicked thing. Man, that does not work like that. We done went over that. They're a short day. All right, no, we're going to get good as much as we can. I know they're not going to let me do it, but I already know. I'm just doing as much as I can while I can. I got to go to 75. I'm going to find out what 75 means. All right. Because you live in a time, and guess who's doing it? You. Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Listen to what God said. God said he will appear a third time to take vision at Edom and will finally appear to destroy God. Right? Because you got people in that land called Israelites. They are in that land, and what are they doing? Right now, no, I just read it, and I just didn't tell you. Say, well, they got some of our people that believe that way. They of course, God gonna give it to them. And they got people in that land claiming to be what? Claiming to be us. God. Well, Jared could do it. Jared, go to God, go to God, and put it in Hebrew and see what it comes up. And they over there in that land claiming to be us. Yeah. All of it's there, man. Everything is there now. If you do it the way God told us to do it, and get out there foolishness, because you got Esau. Get out there. They don't have to go along with that. They don't have to go along with Christianity, Hindu, Muslims, and Buddhists and all that. They don't have to go along with that. Serve their creator. God gave them a chance. When you go read Gospel of Bartholomew, when you go read the Gospel of Bartholomew, and when Satan got kicked out of heaven, God gave the 600 angels that was, well, it might have been 600 captains, 600 leaders. And he said he gave them a chance. And he asked them, said, what y'all want to do? And they said, we're going to do like, because their creators right there, what they say they're going to do like their leader do. Come on, man. A lot of people doing that now. Because a lot of people know Geno Jennings is a liar, Farrakhan is a liar, TD fake, and all the rest of them liars. But what they going to do? Well, this is my faith. They know that 7-day Adventism is a liar. All right. They know all of them are liars, but what they say? Well, this is my faith. Now, that ain't your faith. You're doing it because you want to do it, and you're going to pay for that, as we read now. God. That's why God gave us Father Obadiah. That's why he gave us Father Job. That's why he gave us Father Jethro. These men was not Israel. It was not. That's why he told you Father Abraham in circumcision. So did they call them Jews at that circumcision when they first started out? I don't think they called them that. I don't think. No. Now they might have called them Hebrew, but they were with Father Abraham. But that's who they are. That's who the Jews are. Go read it. All you gotta do is go read it. It's right there. Get away from them. Now let's continue on. Because that's when it's coming out. Where do you think you're going at? Are you not going to the Feast of Tabernacles, Day of Atonement? Okay, well then let's do this then. Oh, we can do this. The pop was for the Abraham. When you go to this book, look at this book right here. When you go in this book, what does it say? The pop was for the Abraham. What does it say in that book? How does the book read? It's everywhere. All right. And it tell you what he was going to do to those people that enslaved you. That nation that enslaved you, that nation that evil treated you, I would judge. But no, also the guy in there, and the 4 nations here, look, Father Abraham, 4 nations. And those 4 nations that put you in bondage, the 4 nations that enslaved, I will destroy. All right? No, go read Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. Well, that's our Father Nephilim, he tells us. Well, Father Joseph. So they tell you the nation that was going to be, the nation that was going to enslave Israel. They tell you the nation. But they also tell you those nations that he was going to destroy those nations. So these people were able to hang you, give you abortions, and do many other things. So you're still doing it to right now. And at the close of the day, well, our God in game, and he done flew us away, and we don't have to pay for none of the sins and none of the things that we have done unto y'all. And we going to be in our mansion in the sky and forever be with our Christian God. That's what they say. My God don't say that. My God say he would appear a 3rd time, take vengeance on Edom, and would finally appear to destroy God. So what I do, I go find out who Edom is, find out who God is. All right. No, because when you're in those religions, they don't teach you to go find and search this out. Because if you go start going to places that they don't want you to go, you're gonna find out the truth. How do I know? Because the Lord God said, when you seek me with your whole heart, then you shall find. Then I shall reveal my mysteries and secrets unto you. Boy, I don't get up by. Go ahead, it's right there. I mean, why do you act like I'm telling you something that is strange? Now, you know he's a strange person. Listen to what he says. All right, let's go. I'm just telling you. Let's go. After Moses had praised and glorified God, he began to implore his blessing for the tribes. For his prayer of God concerned Reuben, for whom he implored forgiveness for his sin, with Bilhah. Bilhah. All right. He said, may Reuben come to life again in the future world for his good deed in saving Joseph. And may he not remain forever dead on account of the sin of Bilhah. May Reuben's descendants also be heroes in war. Now let's do this here. No, because Jesus came and wiped all those sins away as he did at the cross. But But the people want to get you to hold on to past sins. Yeah, they get you to hold on to past sins. Every time that woman come on, what she say? Well, Reuben raped me. Yeah, Reuben raped me. Every time she come on, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and make you remember the past sins. But how I know what the covenant did this morning? As soon as I got the first thing Satan attacked, when you know the last time you had sex, that's what he attacked. That's what he attacked this morning. I said, it must be the covenant day. He attacked me with that. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just telling you. And he rose in their knowledge of the Torah. Now remember, Father Reuben had repented. Because when they were down there putting Joseph in the pit, Father Reuben was in the mountain doing alms and keeping his vow that he made unto God. All right. He beg God to grant forgiveness to the eldest brother. Moses at once perceived that God had granted his prayer for all the 12 stones, and the priest in the high priest breastplate began to gleam forth, whereas formerly Reuben's stone had given forth no light. All right. No, because it's teaching you something like that here. Because a lot of us get the stones. Some of us got a full breastplate. So I know everybody don't have a full breastplate yet, but I get a full breastplate. And it's showing you the lights up. No, they got much more to it. I don't know all the secrets to the breastplate. Not yet anymore, but God will tell and show it to the teacher. No, a lot I do know, but no. When Moses saw that God had forgiven Reuben's sin, he at once set about trying to obtain God's pardon for Judah, saying it was not Judah that, through his penitent confession of his sin, with his daughter-in-law Tamar, introduced Reuben to seek atonement and repentance. All right, the sin for which Moses asked God to forgive Judah was that he had never redeemed his promise to bring Benjamin back to his father. He didn't bring Benjamin back to his father. He went and got the father and brought him to Benjamin. And he never bought it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it, man. Come on, man. That's why we're trying to tell y'all all the time. Righteousness and holiness don't work the way that these people tell you it works. It doesn't work that way. Uh-uh. All right. Because we told God we're gonna do something. And then when we tell, oh no, we don't have to keep the Torah, we got Christianity now. We don't have to keep the 248 or 365, we got Christianity now. Jesus was nailed to the cross, so we don't have to do none of that. We are under grace and mercy. That's a lie that they teach you. No, it's a lie. It's a lie. When did God tell you to stop keeping the law? When did God tell you to stop keeping this commandment? I would like to know that. I would like to know that. You know what you do? Let's go to the high priest. High priest, go find out. Where's the bill? Go get that script. Where's the bill of divorcement? Where's the bill of divorcement? That's in the book of Isaiah. Somebody post that. They're telling you that's what that means. One of the things means, where's the bill of divorcement when God said we no longer have to keep the Torah? Because we just finished reading that. When Father Moses bought the Torah, so it was like, no, it's like being brought to the groom, the bride being brought to the groom. Okay, that was written just like that. All right. God never divorced us. That's why I say where's the written. Well, where's the letter? Oh, somebody post that. Book of Isaiah. That's where it's at. Well, find whatever book is in. Post to where's the letter of divorcement that I gave you? Because that would tell you that God had divorced us. We no longer under, we under grace and mercy. We've been divorced from keeping the Torah. That would tell you. All right. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't come after me with your Christianity and your Hindu Buddhist and all Buddhist stuff. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. All right. Just let me know. Just let me know you're gonna lose. I don't care who you are, doctor, reverend, somebody, rabbi, feeling Buddha. Who you are. All right, we talking about God. We ain't talking about man and the standards that man. We talking about God. All right. Anyway, no, but that's what you're supposed to do. No matter what, you should not to either to Father. Because God already told you, with all your knowledge and wisdom, get understanding. So if he went to Father Joseph and told Father Joseph, say, listen, I told our father Jacob that I would bring Benjamin back to him. Now, because Joseph was supposed to have that type of knowledge and wisdom and understanding. He was a king. He didn't know anybody. He was a king. An extraordinary king, because when they went back, they told Father Jacob how Father Joseph was sitting on that throne like somebody never seen before, and how he is there went all the way out to all the land. All right, but anyway, so you should understood that. He should have went up there and said, now you know I told our father that I was going to bring Benjamin back now. No, I want to keep my promise I made to God too. Now let me bring him back, and I'll bring him back. It's just that simple. But he didn't do that. All right. Thus says the Lord, where's the bill of divorcement? Where's the bill of your mother's divorce whom I have put away? Or where's my collectors, creditors? My creditors is into whom I have sold you. Behold, for your iniquity have you sold yourself, and your transgression is your mother put away. Yeah. No, it's the same thing. All right, well, go try to make it out of something different. For your transgression is your mother put away. Wherefore, when I came, was there no man? And when I called, was there none to answer? Is my hand showing that all that it cannot redeem, or have I no power to deliver? Behold, at my rebuke, I dry up the sea. I made the rivers a wilderness, that fish stinking, because there is no water, and died for thirst. Now we know God's going to do all that. We already know that's going to happen. A lot of y'all have already seen that in y'all dreams and visions. All right, but we get to this part right here now, the bill of divorcement. All right. So then the Lord God said, I am married to you. Now, he didn't put us away, because we just finished reading that. What book that is? Ezekiel, Jeremiah. With God. No, we already knew he's married to the backslider. And he said, if you can stop, didn't he say that? He said, if you can stop day and night, and then my covenant that I made with Israel and Judah, my covenant that I had made with Jacob and Israel would no longer be. Is that possible? Right. I don't care if you get mad at me, but you don't get mad at me for telling you the truth. Okay. No, I got something for you. I got something for you. Yes, I'm procrastinating like I always do. Procrastinating. All right. Now I got to bit my tongue. I don't like biting my tongue. Of course, you see that. Anyway, the sin which Moses asked God to forgive Judah was that he never redeemed his promise to bring Benjamin back to his father. On to this sin His corpse fell to pieces, so that all the bones rolled about in their coffin during the 40 years march through the desert. But as soon as Moses prayed to God, saying, "Hear, Lord, the voice of Judah," the bones joined together once more. But his sin was not quite forgiven. Not quite forgiven. No, because go read it. The sin of Judah is written with what? A diamond? All right. For he was not yet admitted to the heavenly academy. Therefore, Moses continued to pray. No, I wouldn't. No. How many of y'all had your heavenly academy dream where y'all went back to school you was on? Because when you had that dream, you know you're in the heavenly academy. Come on, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So nobody had that. Because I can remember when I was admitted to the heavenly academy. Therefore, Moses, because we was Judah. We are Judah. What did we do? What did we do? All right. No, the barrier to the barrier. No, we were Judah. What did we do? What did we do? We're doing the sins right now. Anyway. But his sin was not quite forgiven. He was not yet admitted to the heavenly academy. So when did you get to go to the heavenly academy? Because I took a while before I went, but I know I went. All right. Therefore, Moses continued to pray, bringing him in unto his people, and he was admitted. Bring him in unto his people, and he was admitted. So, I remember when I went back to the 7-day Adventists, and God had sent me back to them. And so one Saturday, I had the morning dream, and I was on this college campus. I didn't know at the time what it meant. I've been on a lot of college campuses before, dreaming and vision, going back to the old schools, and I didn't know what they meant. And then I had, I remember being helping going to the academy. One time, the book of Romans was made known to me. So I went back. Now I started reading the book of Romans. Yeah, it's in the head of the academy. All right. Because that's what you're doing now. We're being brought together. Israel, Judah. All right. You got to know what Judah is or who he is. All right, and he was admitted. It did not indeed benefit him, for in punishment of his sin, God brought it to bear that he could not follow the discussion of the scholars in heaven. Is that not so? We could allow y'all right now listen to me and say, man, what is he talking about? Where is that found at in the Holy Bible? And where he's reading from, what book is he reading from? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now a lot of people read the Holy Bible and they know something is missing. But a lot of time I read and it seems to contradict itself. Right? It's like some people might listen to me and say, he's contradicting himself. Yeah, that means that you can't keep up. Yeah. No, God brought it to bear that he could not follow discussion of the scholars in heaven. Oh, yeah, we're doing it now. Much less to take part in them. So now in the discussion, listen to the discussion of others, but take part in them. That takes a while because remember Darlington when she first started out, when I first started out, the dollar is right there now. She's there. We trying to tell her. Because she's holding on to other things. I can't tell it like I want to tell it. Because I know. Oh yeah, I know. The buildings were stone. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on. So you think that you can keep up now, your dollar? I don't know. You think you can keep up now? Let's go. Because when I tell y'all things, y'all get upset with me when I tell things to y'all. Let's go there. I understand, but let's go. Let's just go. You keep. Let's go. There you go, $1. No, sir, I'm still green. All right. That's good. That's how you do it. All right. Because we don't know every time if you go to God all high and mighty and I got a PhD, I got a doctorate, I got this, I know this, got that. God can tell you one word and cut your heart to pieces. Or one sentence, just like with me. Man, who do you love? Yourself or do you love the people? And what I did, I love myself. Yeah. No, I was wrong. So the best thing you do is go to God, humble yourself, and find out what He knows everything. What can you tell God that He doesn't know? What can you do if God haven't done already? Humble yourself. That's all you want. That's all. God resists the proud and give it to the humble. Man, y'all got, well, how have it been going for you? Since you humble yourself, and God tell you, well, go be at this man's foot every evening. Every time you come on, make sure you're there. So how has that been going for you? Because you're not doing it because of me, you're doing it because God told you to do it. And as time goes on, I can remember I was just like a donager. People be talking, and I know it all. What they was talking about it when I sit there and keep my mouth shut. Right. And I listen to them and just keep my mouth shut. But there came that time when God said, let the dog know, no, let them no longer be dumb. And then on, start speaking and saying things. And then God showed it to me. That's in the book of Ecclesiastes or the book of wisdom. It's better for the hide. Somebody post that. All right. It's better to hide one's folly than to hide his work. Somebody post that for me. But that's how I got there. Right. Because God, we have something to do. And if everybody keep their mouth shut, not you $1, we ain't talking about you, you haven't learned how to keep your mouth shut yet. Right, you can't get nothing done. But then after you have learned and God has put it into you, you got to start saying what God has done and what God has given to you. Because just like this fire coming up, and say, man, who saw that fire? Because God, before something happened, God, whether we know it or not what's going on, God does. All right. You got to show it to us. Just like what we doing, whether we know what we're doing or not, after you do it, then God, after you walk out on faith, then God show it to you where He left it in His word for you to do what we're doing right now. Better is he that hides his folly than the man that hides his wisdom. Necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leads his life without a doubt. All right. Because where you are now, you're not doing this for yourself. Let's continue on. All right. So, must let take part in them. Whereupon Moses prayed, let his hand be sufficient for him, and them no longer set as one dumb in the heaven. There you go. And let him no longer set as one dumb in the heavenly cabin. Yeah. I know the Bible too. They'll be dumb no longer. And so that's where you are at. No, but we have to do things first. And as you go along being obedient, then God start, that's why he told you, when you see with all your heart, soul, and might, then I'll start revealing my secrets unto you. When you search with me with all your heart. Man, because it got a lot to that, more than what I'm telling you. Of course, y'all know they got more to it than what I'm telling you. I'm just giving you a little peep at it, I guess. No, when you're into those dreams and those powerful dreams and vision coming to you at night, man, oh man, you be in it. You be in it. You know what? Because I can remember when I was out there doing all that wrong, all that sin that I thought I was doing right. Because you'd be doing according to what the word, according to what the world have taught you. Yeah, the evil and wickedness. And that's what you be doing. And you think you be doing right. And God sent you one of them dreams. Yeah, I had a few of them. When you wake up and say, man, I'm glad that was a dream. Yeah. Or you be out there living in sin. And God be showing you that you be doing all types of things and people running behind and killing all. One of those, I can't even remember how it was, but I knew I woke up saying, man, I'm glad that was a dream. And it would be so vivid, like you're never going to get out of it. You don't even know you're in a dream. When you wake up and say, man, I'm glad that was a dream. So I had those. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just letting you know. So that's where you at. You're no longer sitting dumb in the heavenly academy, but still his sin was not quite forgiven. Judah, that's where you at now. All right, but Judah could not succeed in being victorious in the disputes of the Lord. Because that's where you at now. All this prophecy, we done went through all that as our father Moses had prophesied against us. And right now, that's where we at. No. Judah say, quite yet forgiven, for Judah could not succeed being victorious in the disputes of the Lord. Because that's where we was at. A lot of people are there right now. Judah is there right now. Well, can Judah stand up against the Muslims? Can Judah stand up against the Islamics? Can Judah stand, because Judah have become that. They have become Muslim. Judah have become Islamic. Judah have become IUIC. Judah have become Christian. Judah have become whatever religion out there, Judah has become that. I remember Tina Turner talking about, well, I'm a Buddhist now. The man Tiger Woods, well, I serve Buddha now. You see? Right. So it says not quite yet forgiven. And could not see being victorious in the disputes of the Lord. Okay. All right. Now we that now we can easily do it now, but what about those who are in those religions and denominations? They are Judah, and they are in those denomination religions. Well, if I'm wrong, write a comment then. All right. Judah could not succeed in being victorious in the disputes of the Lord. Hence Moses prayed, thou should be in help against his what? Adversary. And thou should be a help against his adversary. So that's where we're at now. All right. It was only then that Judah's sin was quite forgiven. That's where we're at. That's where we're going. Thou should be in help against his adversary. And it was only then that Judah's sin was quite forgiven, and that he succeeded in disputes with his antagonists in the heavenly academy. So that's where we're going now. No, because wherever God is can give me, I told you that. The last person I was fighting was IUIC. Yeah, I had the Danielle by his head, swinging him. All the rest of them I had them before. And so that's where you're at. People can't stand up against y'all. No, they can't. You ask one question, they can't answer. Them people still living in no, that's where they're living at. Because a lot of them don't believe. A lot of them don't believe in fallen angels. A lot of them don't believe in evil spirits. And then you ask them and ask them a question. And they can't answer. You know, just like I asked them one simple question, where did Cain and wife come from? And she stopped and paused. And then next thing you know, she said, I gotta go ask, I want to ask my pastor. You know, if you don't know who you're supposed to ask. Anyway, and as Moses prayed for Judah, soon did he pray for his seed, especially for David in the royal dynasty of David. He said, when David, king of Israel, should be in need and should pray to thee, then hear the Lord his voice. Now, how Father Moses know about King David? It's a question. How did Father Moses know about King David? King David was nowhere near Father Moses. All right. But he knew. Yeah. He said when King David, King of Israel, should be in need, he should pray to thee. Then hear the Lord his voice, and thou should be in help against his adversaries. And bring him back to his people in peace. And when alone he should be set out into the battle against Goliath, that his hand be sufficient for him. So that's what's going on with y'all right now. God is showing you all the things that come about. I know y'all can't understand it, but one day y'all will understand the dream, the vision that there, just like with the dollar dream. When she first saw that dream, well, I thought the house was going to burn down in the United States. That's what I thought. Right. Now I come to find out it was the one that's in Maui, one of the Hawaiian Islands. I told you it's going to come to pass. You just have to wait for it. I will say, even though I say a lot of dreams and vision, and I have it wrong, I said, say it anyway. Post it anyway. Because it's going to come to pass anyway. Then you're going to know. Now I say, oh, that was that dream. That a house in the Hawaiian Islands was going to come. Yeah. So I tell you, say it. You don't know what it means all the time. All right. Because I tell you, like I have a dream and vision, I having sex, right, and bar. And I'm having sex and everything, and I didn't know what that means. Right. Then God, then when it comes to pass, oh, that what that means. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. All I can do is just tell it to you. All right. Anyway. And so King David, I was turning all back to David the king. Then hear the Lord his voice, and thou shalt be a help against his adversary. Bring him back to his people in peace. And when alone he shall set out into the battle against Goliath, let his hand be sufficient for him. Thou shalt be a help against his adversary. Moses at the same time prayed to God for the tribe of Judah, whose chief weapon in the war was the bow, that their hands might be sufficient, that they might vigorously and with good arm speed the arrow. No, because we doing that right now. I didn't know we were. I'm going to know. Father Moses saw the future just like Father Adam and all the rest. We seen the future. I know. I just can't tell you what's going to happen in the future. I don't know what the medicine's for. I don't know what was in the spoon. It looked like cold medicine. The medicine was codeine. Now, I took that medicine before. Right. And you got to have it. I was living a sinful life, man. How you expect me? That's good. And so, in Green Vision, I wasn't taking the medicine. The officer was taking it. And it was so, because as you go back looking at the dream, all right, then whatever they had was highly contagious, because soon as he gave them the medication, they would take the medication and hand him a spoon, and he'll take the spoon and immediately put it in a plastic bag and tie the wrap around. And then you go to the next one and do the same thing. That means that is highly contagious. That's another plague. All right. No, they tell you about the different foods that they had. Man, some of these people doing that intentionally. That was in the X-Files. They went and they went into the Amazon forest, and they found this plague. The pharmaceutical company. And when they found the plague, what they did was, as soon as they found the plague, what they did was they took and wrapped it up and then sent it to a penitentiary. That's what they did. They wrapped it up and sent it to the penitentiary. And so when they wrapped it up and sent it to the penitentiary, it sprayed and started killing everybody. They got out to the public. Because that's the same thing they're doing now. The executives get down there and they say, well, how much money we made off this last plague? And they talk about how much, and they show how much money they made off the last plague. Oh man, they didn't start messing with it. I ain't got no control over it. That is, what that is, Bing. He put his name up on there. I don't even all that on there. Because you can't put all that on there. Media shout. All right. No, I'm cutting off, getting off YouTube. 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 This is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord. It's not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. I am alive until next time. Post that benediction on YouTube. They'll share it on. But they're not going to let me do it. It's a design plan. I have to tell a design plan when the people are a mile away. I'm when people get up in there, I don't do all that stuff. I ain't do all that stuff on the computer. But I know how computers are. Just post the benediction on YouTube. They'll share it on. Then I won't cut it out. No, let them go on and do their thing. Yeah. That's the Lord, the Lord, the Lord, the Lord. I am alive.